Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Miners' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Throw it to start the drive. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He wants to change this route.
Let's go! Let's go! Hey, fire! What do you say, what?
To the air, it's Cummings. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Play action. Here comes the heat. There he goes. And he scoots Works his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Makes a catch at the 10. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down.
Here we go.
Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Cummings. Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep down the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged out of the air. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback extends the play. Got out of trouble and throws. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Dropping back, it's Cummings. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Miners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Try to get it to the edge. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not 4th down.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback empties his backfield. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tulane! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Tulane 21, UTEP 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Cummings. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Miners headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback gets the first down. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Let's go, let's go. Okay,
Dropping back, it's Cummings. Fires into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, UTEP.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. To start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Leaves it with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Cummings. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cross. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
This time they'll go to the running game. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Right on the money. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Uncorks one to the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Spears. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Spears. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Miners are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
you're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board, perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Finding open areas. Turns on the Jets. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Miners! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What?
A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Tulane. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 12 to Washington. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The Miners will punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
Now on the return. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. To the air on first down. The quick out. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Toss to the outside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Cummings. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Smart move to keep it on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's LeBoy. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Cummings. On the run, still looking. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind.